All right, let's see how this goes. We have 3 matches out of 4 against Arsenal. So this is the first leg of the Champions League, whatever round it is, semifinal, something like that. We will then have the next leg of this, I think, then followed by a league match, both away at Arsenal. We'll see how this goes. A single loss in the league, of course, would be devastating because that means City could catch up to us and make it so that the last match of the season actually counts. So we'll see what we do, what we can do. We're going to hope, though, that we can at least win this match so that we can get a good setting for ourselves to move forward in the Champions League because we need that money. We need it desperately, or the financial damage I've done to this club is going to ruin me and probably will end the save. We'll see what happens. We're not just going to end it prematurely. But if we start going to administration, I'm not going to do that. We'll leave that type of save for another time. Here's Edwards up to Ronaldo. Ronaldo brings it in and loses his man over to Pele. Back to Ronaldo, different man guarding him now, and he loses the ball, wins it back over to Edwards now. Edwards up to Casemiro, ends up in the back actually with Giggs. I said with Mount, I was going to say, and boy, that's off the top crossbar and bounces back in. That's not out for a goal kick. It doesn't matter either way. Ramsdale's going to have the goal kick in the end, but I'm surprised that wasn't called for being out because I'm pretty sure that was up over the bar and hit the very top of the netting. Now we have to play in defense. Interesting to see Arsenal in black. Of course, I don't play in England that much, so I don't know that much. Messi gets this from Giggs. He pulls it up a little bit and then passes back to Figueroa. Figueroa up to Giggs. Back to Figueroa. Casemiro back to De Vici. Over to Edwards. Back to De Vici. Down to Martinez. De Vici again to Martinez. And it's down to Maradona to Ronaldo. Ronaldo is harassed. He passes this back to Martinez over to Edwards. Edwards finds Maradona. This looks good. Over to Pele, who beats his man, gets a shot off, and unfortunately he didn't beat his man by far enough. That's knocked out for a corner. Good by Pele. And here's Maradona taking this corner near post, clearly. And it wasn't a very good near post corner. He knocked that one straight into the center of the penalty area, which means that there were nothing but black jerseys around. This was very, very good by Pele. Good footwork, and unfortunately for him, that was deflected at the last minute. You know they're going to play Pele very, very closely, and this has been the problem that he has had all season long, but especially in the Champions League. We're about 20 minutes here into this match with Maradona with a free kick, and that one is up and over the bar. Unfortunately, very, very unlucky, as I thought that was going to bend its way down and go in. 23, 24 minutes in here now. And let's see what we can do. Maradona, the free kick from further out, bends this one down, but again, it's a little bit too high. Still 0-0. We need a goal. And we're doing a good job preventing them from scoring. That's one thing. Figueroa to Martinez to Edwards. However, this is not going to be the sort of match where we can just sort of waltz into their territory and take over. Good save by Levi Yashin. This is not going to be like playing, who was it? Guam Shipyard or whatever it was as Mars FC. It's not going to be quite that type of match where we can sort of draw them at home and then go to their place and win a big one. It's not like that at this level. So we're running forward to halftime. Martinez is having a bad match. Giggs is having a bad match. And this is kind of what we've been used to from this team. Figueroa kicks over to Casemiro, looking for Edwards, trying to thread the needle. Doesn't quite get to him, but Ronaldo wins this in the back to Casemiro to Pele. Pele wins this over to Ronaldo to Edwards, who was standing right in the way. Martinez over to Casemiro, up to Maradona, who I think timed his run right, and he scores. And I'm not seeing a flag that's up, so he did time his run correctly. It's 1-0 for United. And that might be what the doctor ordered. I don't know. Let's take another look here at this. So we can see this here. Casemiro had the ball, timed it perfectly to Maradona. He did time it right. And it was only a matter of aiming and shooting from there. 1-0 for United. And, well, let's see if we can play defense here. This is headed backwards and not quite far enough. Figueroa deflected this, and Levi Yashin runs over and grabs it, kind of shoves his own teammate down right in front of him. De Vici is who it was. He kicks back to Figueroa. I didn't realize De Vici was so small. Over to Giggs now. Giggs, who looks quite tall. Over to Casemiro, and then up to Pele, who takes a shot, and that was very, very close to going in. It forces a good save, and it's a corner for us. And Maradona will take this again near post, see if he can put a little bit less on it. Martinez heads that one, and it's headed backwards. And so we're going into halftime here up 1-0. So we won the last match, right, 1-0. We're up at halftime 1-0 here. Let's see what we can do. The fans turn up through thick and thin, blah, 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 whatever. Go out there and win the match, please. Martinez comes off. It's going to be Monseglio comes on, And we will go ahead and leave Giggs in because he looks like he's playing fairly well now. So let's see what we can do. The trick is always in the back. We need good defenders. If we have good defenders, we'll be fine. This is up and forward. Giggs wins this and knocks it out for a throw. Good job by Giggs. And now let's see if we can defend. And so they're passing it around here in the back fairly nicely. We have given them some space, and Ronaldo wins this one over to Monseglio to Leviashin. And he boots this one forward looking for Pele. Pele does get his head over to it, but there's nobody there, unfortunately. Pele, I think, may still be upset about playing in this shadow striker role. He wins this one, though, and takes a shot from range. And that one just barely misses the goal. So doing some positive work, though, I'd like to see him, instead of taking that shot, I'd like to see him sort of wait a little bit and get some help. Martinez had a 6.3 rating, which so it's a good thing. Hopefully it's a good thing that we get him off. I hope that Monseglio does a better job than that. He kicks down to De Vici, over to Monseglio again. And it is lost by Monseglio, so much for my hope. Casemiro, though, does win this to Pele, and he heads it to the opposition, and that's almost a goal. And that was knocked out at the last second by Leviashin. So mistake this time by Pele. Saka is going to take the corner, and this is punched out by Leviashin. And well, let's see what we can do here. It's Edwards who wins this in the back, and we'll bring it forward, and that's going to be the end of that. So Edwards wins it, and the big worry is over. And let's see what we can do moving forward. About 65, 66 minutes into this match, Saka with the indirect free kick, and Leviashin is able to grab that header as it comes towards goal. Still 1-0 for United. Yashin will boot this deep, not what we tell him to do. And, of course, nobody's looking for it because we tell him not to do that. But he saw something, I guess. I don't know. I think he was just trying to get the ball out of here, playing hot potato with it. He's grabbed it again, and now I'm not sure what he's going to do. Figueroa wins this over to Giggs. Giggs brings this up left side, going to cross, and doesn't quite get it to anybody. Ronaldo over to Maradona, back to Ronaldo. That is knocked out. It'll be another corner. So Maradona is going to take this one. We'll see. We're going to go far post here, which I think is probably more fitting based on what I've seen. And we can't quite get it to anybody, unfortunately, but Casemiro gets this in the back over to Pele. We set it back up. Casemiro now to Giggs. Pele is running inside. Casemiro over to Maradona, and it just misses him. Is out for a throw. So that's so much for that. Didn't quite work the way we wanted to. Ronaldo throws into Edwards, back to Ronaldo to Maradona, and he takes a shot and just barely misses the goal. Man, oh man. The fact that Diego Maradona can do that makes him really hard to guard. Edwards up to Maradona again, and here he comes again. Maradona back to Ronaldo. He centers it over to Messi, and that is hit away and out for another corner. Other side, Maradona is going to take this one, and we're looking near post. Here it comes, and there goes flying near post, and it's headed back out by Arsenal, and it will be another corner for Maradona again. See if we can't get it onto somebody's head. I just realized I didn't set up the corners before doing this. That might be the reason why we're not scoring. And so this winds up back, but we have players back to prevent against this counter-attack. That's why we set this routine up the way that we have. The thing I worry about the most is not scoring on the corner. It's giving up a goal as it comes back the other way. Ryan Giggs is having a really poor match, and it's about time that we took him off. 6.2. He was doing poorly, and then he looked like he was doing better at halftime. Then he just gave up. So we're going to put Breitner out there because he actually seems to know what he's doing, at least. Giggs and Best are the two that I kind of worry about. Best doesn't like me, so he's probably going to be sold. Giggs, I think, will hold on to because I like him, but he needs to figure out what he's doing. Ramsdale knocks this one forward. Ronaldo wins it to Pele, who can't get it. It's taken away from him in the back, and it's Havertz with a shot, Leviashin with the save. We still only have the 1-0 lead. It feels like we've done better, and we haven't. Saka now knocks this one forward. Ronaldo heads it back. It's Casemiro who wins this in the back, looking for Messi. Can't quite get it to him, unfortunately. Pele's looking tired, I know, but we want to keep him on. We want to keep the player with so much quality on as long as we possibly can. And, yeah, this was a problem. This was a big problem. Pele, once again, losing it in midfield, and he's had a real rough time. I think the argument here is probably that he shouldn't be playing in midfield, but we're going strikerless, so he better like it. We only have a couple minutes left here of injury time. Maradona here with the free kick, and that is up and off the wall. That'll be another corner. Maradona takes this corner, looking far post. It's headed back again. Casemiro wins this over to Maradona. This is promising, and unfortunately his shot has a little bit too much explosion on it. It's Figueroa who wins this in the back over now to Leviashin up to Monseglio. And Monseglio brings this one up, finds Maradona, and this is looking good. Maradona, very, very good hesitation, advance and then stop. Ronaldo now kicks this over, looking for Messi. Back with Breitner, Edwards, and he loses it. And this is going to be the very end of the match, I believe. It is, as it's out for throw, and that's going to be it. I don't think we're going to get a throw off here. Monseglio with it. They're clapping their hands, which is foolish of the Arsenal players. They should be trying to score a goal. Pele with it over to Monseglio again, and that is it. That is it. We've won this one 1-0. We had the 1.40 XG, just barely beating them on XG. They had more shots on target, but we had a lot more of the possession. And I think that we did a better job passing it around and holding on to the ball. So there you go. We won it. It might not be the prettiest thing in the world, but it's effective. I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.